Yeah, William Sadler's also in it, and he was in not only Demon Knight, the Tales from the Crypt movie, but he was also in the very first Tales from the Crypt episode.
Was he?
From the HBO series. Yeah, because I seen it on YouTube. I was like, that's William Sadler, yo.
Oh, man.
And it was crazy. He was playing like a crazy ass fucking like redneck that kills people at jails. What do you call it? The executioner?
Okay.
And then he gets laid off from that job, so he starts, he puts justice into his own hands type thing, and he starts killing people. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I can't remember that episode.
Yeah, it's free on YouTube. They have the HD version. Somebody uploaded it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I watched it, and it's pretty crazy. And then, spoiler alert, at the end, he gets his comeuppance, as a real Tales from the Crypt type story would be. So, it's pretty cool, man.
One of my favorite Tales from the Crypt stories is, you've probably seen this one.
What that is?
It's this rich old man who wants to be young again.
Sounds familiar.
So what he does is he pays this, I think it's like some crazy mad scientist to replace all his body. First he starts with a young man's face.
That does sound familiar.
Then he starts with then he goes to his chest, and then he goes with everybody. But he pays this doctor for all this, right?
Wow.
So at the end of the surgery, he's left with nothing. Like, he's super broke. The wealthy old man has an interest in this young girl, and so he thinks in order to get her, he has to be handsome and young.
Yeah.
So he pays for all this surgery, and towards the end, when he goes to her, she ends up with the old man. Like, all the old parts that were transferred to the other guy.
Yeah.
The other guy stays with her. So it's a pretty creepy movie episode. It's really cool.
Creepy as fuck. Wow.
It's really good.
Vanity.
These writers, man, they're pretty good.
See, man, we didn't really have HBO back in the day, man, so I never used to catch all of them. I remember one
regular TV, bro. What are you talking about?
Really?
Yeah, Tales of the Crypt was regular TV.
Fuck, nah, because I remember seeing one on TV. It was the vampire episode where it was like a house of vampires and it was like a sorority group, and what it ended up being was, I think, there were vampires in the house where the sorority went, and then the vampires started killing them or some shit.
I can't remember that one.
It was something like that, and
yeah.
But yeah, it was that. And then I used to catch the animated series, which I really loved when I was a kid, man. It used to come on NBC, I think, man.
In the mornings, right?
In the mornings.
Yeah, I was staying tuned for that.
The first season's good. The last seasons, you could tell the animation dropped, the quality dropped a lot, but there is a really good gem in one of the last seasons. I watched it recently on YouTube because they have all the episodes, and it's creepy because it's about a kid who prank calls people. Something that in modern day, obviously, we wouldn't be able to tell that story.
Yeah.
But back then, his family gives him an extra line, so he's like, oh, I got extra line. I can call my friend, landline. So young people out here, this is how it was pre-cell. Yeah. So like,
you see, there's a thing called a landline.
Yeah, when people had landlines.
Google it.
And it was one of those things like, you remember if you make a call and somebody else was on, in your house, they could hear your phone call if they picked up and shit. Like, remember that shit?
It's funny that viewers can't see this, but you just made the phone sign with your hand.
Shit, nobody does that shit.
Nobody, like these kids, they don't know what that is.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. It's irrelevant, dog.
It's all irrelevant.
Absolute.
They just hold their palm out to make the sign of a phone. But us, we hold the thumb out and the pinky out to make the sign. Yeah, like a surfer to make the sign. The symbol. Wow. This is the phone. But kids these days, they don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's some funny shit.
Just revealed my age.
It's all good. But hey, the kid, he has a friend and shit, and he's kind of an asshole kid too, bro, because he just keeps prank calling old people, just fucking with them and shit.
What a dick.
Until he prank called the wrong person.
Seymour Butt.
Yeah, like Bart Simpson and shit, calling Mose. He's basically Bart.
Okay.
But until he called a fucking old home, and it was, ends up being this old lady. And she sounds really creepy, man. And then she just starts fucking with him until she's the one prank calling his ass.
Oh.
And he gets spooked the fuck out. And it's really creepy, man. Like, you'd have to see it to really get what I'm saying. But she just keeps fucking with him. And it's like the creepiest animated cartoon, episode they have, man. I was like, wow.
It's funny how they make these things geared towards kids, but it's still creepy. It
was creepy, man. But it was a lesson in there, though. Don't prank call people. You know what I mean? That was the lesson. At the end, he goes straight edge and he stops fucking with people because he ends up going to the house of the old lady and he ends up finding like she's dead and it's like a ghost type thing.
Holy shit, that sounds evil as fuck.
Yeah,
dark.
It is, and then I think the Crypt keeper was behind it all. That's what's the funny part about it. So he was fucking with him too. I was like, this shit is funny, man.
And it's a kid's cartoon show.
Yeah, it's the kid's cartoon show, Tales from the Crypt, the animated version. And it's one of the last seasons, and I think it's called, the prank call or phone call or some shit. But shit is scary, dog.